tonight. Well, that's it, really. Cameron's probably going to do something. I don't know, he's not going to start anything. And, well, Zane's going to do a video. Edward's going to exist too. Join us for the second class episode of TWA. Oh, God, I messed that up, didn't I?
Hello and welcome, everybody, to the second to last officially scheduled episode of TWA TRAINZ. I am your faithful co-presenter, Edward, and how do you even say that when you're the second person? Hello there, I am the crony, and tonight I will be joining my vastly superior counterpart, Ben.
No, I was just kicking myself then because I messed up the intro so much because I forgot that I left the script on the table opposite me, but I couldn't run over to grab it. And because the intro was starting to play, so I just made it up as I went along this time, so that's why it sounds a bit rubbish. I'm so sorry. I messed up the final time this intro will be shown.
Well, so normally the host, the main host, will introduce them, but because I started, it's like, what do you say? Because normally the host is like, hello there, I am insert name here, and today I will be joined by my assistants, or my guests, blah blah blah. But when the guest starts off, it's like, hello there, I am the guest, and today I will be joining the vastly superior human. Today I will be joining the actual owner. That's the least way to start off, epic way to start off a stream.
Oh no, Edward.
What?
Mattel have announced that Fireman Sam will be going to the moon in the next episode.
What? That's in
Mattel. Huh?
That doesn't make any sense.
It says Action Space Station's coming soon, an exclusive Fireman Sam episode in which Sam and the team are off to the moon. Stay tuned for some epic adventures and intergalactic rescues.
Jesus Christ, kill me. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The entire series is now pointless because fires can't happen in space because there's no oxygen to fuel the flame. There is no purpose having a fire service in space.
You know how the TTE community, not that or whatever it, the creator collective, how they did the big galaxy big adventures thing. It's happening, but for fun.
Jesus Christ.
I just have to say one thing.
Oh wait, hold on, I'm gonna read the chat. Skyrider11 Shifty Face says, I declare the revolution over. Hooray!
Edward.
And then
Edward.
Oh yeah.
I said I had one thing to say.
Oh, what's up?
April Fools.
Oh, fuck you.
No, blame Mattel. It's actually what they say on it on the Fireman Sam fan hub.
I really thought I believed you.
I believed it. I believed it until I saw the message in the comments that said April Fools.
Wait, does Mattel even own Fireman Sam?
They do now. They've owned it for about 3 seasons.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, come on, Taj. Why? Skyrider11 Shifty Face just said, I declare the revolution over. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 messages later, Taj Owen says, I start a new revolution.
Oh no, they're making a new live Fireman Sam show. Oh God, it's terrifying. What happened to the good old on stage? This is scary.
That is an interesting way to spin that phrase. We are revolutionary, communist a diesel. I feel like that's literally just Lenin talking to the Tsar. Or Robespierre talking to King Louis.
It's funny. This time, by the end of next year, I'm going to be a qualified firefighter. So, I'm going to be Fireman Sam.
Until owns every good show. No, and all of us. True enough, they do own all the good stuff.
Okay.
Are there Top Gear YTPs? Because that would be the best thing in the universe.
I think so.
I was talking to my okay. Yeah, I was about to say I was talking to my friend earlier, and then I realized that everybody here could disprove me because I only have 5 friends, sorry, or like ones that I talk to majorly, and so I was like, wait, they'd be able to disprove me. So I'll just have to be honest. I was talking to myself because I have nobody else to talk to most of the time. But I was talking to myself like the other day, and I was like, tonight on Gear Top. That's like, I feel like that could be an intro to a Top Gear YouTube poop.
Tonight on Gear Top, I fly a plane. James does what should we say?
Dies.
James runs away. The Stig launches himself off an aircraft carrier, and Hammond just is short.
Lovely.
You know, the thing is, when we relaunched Top TRAINZ, launched Top TRAINZ, I'd say we've been using the Top TRAINZ logo for a while now. But when we technically relaunch it / launch it, the music that I've chosen for the intro doesn't actually correlate. There we go. Correlate. It doesn't correlate with the tonight bit because it's the older version of the theme. So all the tonight things will be before the intro. So I'll be like this, and I'll say, tonight I'll do this, and Edward will do this, and Zane will do this, and Cameron will do this, and then the intro will play.
All right, sounds good to me. I just thought of something, and we could do like well, actually, I'll tell you after the stream because it would remind me of like all those really crappy TV shows. Oh, and then on the TV shows, I don't know if you'll get this because you're British, but for those of you dirty American people who are I am one of basically my brother in.
In other words, 99% of my audience. Well, no, not really.
Exactly.
Like, no, 80. So like, it makes
scrubs.
76% of my audience, I believe.
All right. To all of us American, well, to all of you, but also me, to all of my scrubbish American brethren, you guys will probably get this, but like, there's 80s series where there'll be like different characters will be like last time on the blah blah blah, or tonight and now the continuation or whatever. But it happens all the time.
Or in the words of Sudrian Conflict. Previously.
Yeah. So even Sudrian Conflict did it, but
and
in
now
the old 80s,
for the next installment.
In the old 80s shows, they would have like the characters do it. Like normally on the first episode it'd be the main character, but they stopped doing it except on the CW network. And everybody else who has cable, and all you Americans in the audience who have cable and have seen CW, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just so strange because it's like, so it's like one of those channels that just does reruns of old 80s cartoons, except they're not fuzzy and in bad quality because they were actually new. It's like new shows made in the style of old ones. It's just such a weird feeling. You know what I mean? It's just weird. I don't know if that made any sense at all, but oh wow, that was impressive, actually. I'm gonna read the chat and see if any of them actually got what I was saying. Uh, my internet just died. Sorry about that, everyone.
Okay.
Just,
Here we are at the most recent development. It's just this green patch in the middle of literally nowhere.
I'm going to open TubeView.
I haven't even gotten a name for this particular part of Norland yet. It just exists. So I'd still say this is part of the Warwick area. This is like the Warwick outskirts, which is why it hasn't got a station, because you can literally just drive or walk to the main station and go all the way back, or drive to Atkinson Bay Station, whatever's easier.
All right, it says. Oh my God! I'm pretty sure a literal civil war is happening in the chat. Oh, for duck's sake, promise I'm space. We are revolutionary communist diesel. Let's see.
Sitting next to
the disease of Royal Scotland, get near sealed.
can you sad, sweet, and I'm in
Oh my God! There's a legitimate war going on.
Oh,
battle.
Okay, break it up, peoples. This is a stream, not a not the Battle of Waterloo.
Hey man, that's like epic battle though.
Well, and yeah, this is a stream of the 21st century.
Really? I thought it was the 23rd. What have I missed?
You haven't missed anything. It hasn't happened yet.
No, man, I'm a time traveler. By the way, I'm from the year.
Struggles to remember year.
I'm from 3052. By the way, I can report to you the Queen is still alive.
Oh, okay. At that point, she'd be like 2,000 years old.
I also traveled back to the very beginning of time. She was there.
Just happens to be there, just watching the asteroids fall upon the earth.
So you know that whole Bible thing, and like God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Turns out it was actually the Queen who started the Big Bang, and she decided to disguise herself. So she wrote a book and made everybody think that it was this mysterious man in the sky, but it was actually her. She wanted to throw everybody off, so that way she could take control of the world directly later on.
It only took a couple of million years.
When she reemerged. Oh crap. Oh, what can
did you know, while we were on the subject of Her Highness, did you know
Her Highness? Wait, that's what I always thought it was Her Majesty.
Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter in this context anyway. It's not related. So, she's got a handbag, right? And if she's talking to somebody, but she doesn't like,
she just switches it to the other hand. And
then some guy will come over. Some guy will come over and say, "Your Majesty, you are requested in the next room," and she'll just be like, "Okay, bye."
No, here's the thing. Now that that's been revealed, if that happens, you'd be like, "Oh God, the Queen doesn't like me." Now that information is public knowledge, they have to develop like a new strategy. Otherwise, everybody will be like, it'll be so obvious. I'm just envisioning that happening, and it's like I now know that like without that knowledge, it would seem like, oh, the queen's just needed in another area. But like, now that I know,
Now
it's
everybody
like,
knows exactly what's happening.
yeah,
It's just you
exactly. So
wanna talk
basically, if the queen shifts our handbag, you need to think of a more interesting conversation topic.
But she's too polite to say you are the most boring person I've ever met. So she's just like, okay, I'm going to move my handbag over here, and now some random person of mine will just come over and tell me I'm needed elsewhere. And then she just goes into the next room and just meets another person and hopes they're more interesting.
Dude, I love the queen for being so polite, but honestly, if I was the queen, then like, you know, the queen of the United Kingdom, the greatest nation of all, I would just be like, you know what, you suck, screw off, I'm leaving now. Are you gonna do anything? No, because you're in my country, and if you do, I'll have you beheaded. I mean, unless it was like somebody of actual diplomatic interest. But if it was just like some random commoner, like, I'll just remove you. I remove those bugs. I would not be a very, well, maybe, I don't know. It really just depends how boring the person is. It's like, how much are you boring me?
I don't think I could be the king of England, because I'd just be sat in the throne room, just on my laptop, just playing trains all day.
Yeah, you'd probably get dethroned. This would be like, there's a plague out here, we're starving, and people are dying in the streets. You're just like, shush, I'm trying to stream the next episode of Top Trains. Go away.
or I would just be like, is Australia infected? And if they said yes, I'd say, let them die. Serves them right for leaving.
Australia. Yeah, exactly. Why does it matter what's happened in Australia? They've been sent there because they're criminals.
And then they wanted to have it as their own country. So the funny thing is that because they want it as their own country, it's their problem now if something happens, not mine.
I mean, Australia is still I mean, Canada, Australia, and several of the other nations are still part of the Commonwealth.
Well, yeah, technically, but there's a lot of kids that, in my classes at school that say if the opportunity arose to be completely on their own, they would vote for Australia to be its own completely.
All right, that's it. Send in the redcoats and execute them all.
And because they said that, that's why I'm saying now, you know, if something happens, it's their problem. I don't care if they're still part of the.
Forget that. You guys need to send in the troops and initiate a massacre. Get them underfoot. Make sure they remember who their true overlords are. Make sure they remember who owns them. Make sure they remember that it's the Commonwealth of Australia. And if it was my choice, it would be British Oceania.
I actually do like that name so much more. It does sound like it sounds very regal.
And I would say the exact same thing when it comes to Canada, British North America. I mean, honestly, Dominion of Canada is the full name of the country.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because of the name choice. I'm laughing because of how Zane would react if you told him that.
I do kind of like the name Dominion of Canada, though. It's not bad.
It isn't. It's better than what's it called? Australia. You know, that one country in the middle of nowhere that nobody likes apart from the people that live there.
I mean, of course, I would always prefer British North America because Canadians remember your place, but you see, here's the thing. I say, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I say there is no Australia, there is no Canada, there is no United Kingdom. It's all just the British Empire. It's more unity that way. But at the same time,
I wish it was like that, actually, because, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it stops people from fighting if they're all under one.
Exactly. I say just call it the British Empire. But to be quite honest with you,
the United Kingdom of Earth.
So I would really like that. But yeah, the entire it should all just be the British Empire, and like, yes, I understand, and I agree. I say the people in Britain are no more valuable than the people who are in Canada, and I believe that the British monarch should look at that. I say there should be no, basically just look at them all as equal. They're all British. You know what I mean? Is what I mean. Like
somewhere. Well, I
colonies,
mean, same could be said
you're
for
people of the
Australia, but
colonies.
Australia is
You're
just
not. They shouldn't be thought of as afterthoughts. They're extensions of the country. Is what I mean. Is they shouldn't be treated like people who can be traded. Like oh, we'll trade you this colony for this colony because they're British. You know.
so it's just essentially like it's like buying a house, but then the house next door goes for sale, so you buy that too, and then expand upon your own property.
Exactly, but they're both still your house. They're not to be traded or given away.
Well, no, I mean like knock one down and then rebuild it, and kind of add it to your. I don't know. I'm struggling to explain it. You know what I mean?
I get it. Like the colonies are just as valuable as the mainland. But at the same time, colonies, you are as valuable as the mainland. This is going to sound contradictory, but it's kind of hard to explain what I mean. You're just as valuable as the mainland, but that doesn't mean you should forget your place.
Like America.
Exactly like that. Colonies, you are just as valuable as the mainland, but never forget your place. That's actually the best way I can explain it. I just thought of an analogy. It's like when you live in your parents' house. You're just as valuable as, if not more, they consider you more valuable than themselves, because you're their next of kin. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you get to make all the decisions, because remember your place.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even mean also means that it doesn't mean you get to make the decisions for yourself, which is even more important. Oh God, I feel like if any liberal person, like heavily liberal person watches these streams, they're gonna hate us because we're just two heavy imperialists conversating about imperialism. But you guys like us, right, chat? And just all the chat's like, boo, you suck, get off the stage. They're just throwing tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Okay, I gotta talk about this. Tomato versus tomato. This is gonna sound really dumb, and I know I just said tomato, but it's because I still am just kind of naturally say tomato. But I believe that it is, this is gonna sound very weird. Instead of either tomato and potato and potato and tomato, it's tomato. I say it's potato and tomato, or tomato. Tomato? Tomato. Okay. Tomato. But yeah, instead of potato and tomato, it's potato and tomato. Potato and tomato. My reasoning for this is because even the Irish people, think about it, Irish potato famine, they say potato, but when everybody else, like the OG English speakers, say tomato. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it, but you know what I mean,
Yeah.
So it's potato and tomato, not potato and tomato or tomato and potato. It's potato and tomato. I know that's a very unpopular opinion, but it makes sense. Also, for any people who need any more convincing that it's tomato instead of tomato, instead of tomato, the original name in Roman was tomatos.
Oh god.
Tomatos. Which one
Yeah,
does that sound
I'm going
closer
to enjoy my tomato toast sauce with my chips.
Tomatos. Tomatos.
My tomato sauce with my chips, yes.
Although nobody actually ate tomatoes. In like American English, when you say it the British way, it comes out as tomato.
I was watching this video about English language and how it works, like, you know, how it's written and pronounced and everything, because I love all that.
Why do you need to watch a video about how to speak your own language?
It's not about how to speak. It's about the linguistics and how, like, you know, all the words have been made up over years and everything, like that kind of study, not learning.
Yeah. Like it's like an analysis of the English language.
Yeah, so I was just doing that for fun, you know, as you do casually. And I can't remember what the guy said in the video, but he said these two pronunciations. But he said he changed the syllable. Oh no, he said if you get the wrong syllable, you end up sounding ridiculous. Ridiculous. Something like that. He said if you get the wrong syllable, you sound ridiculous. Something like that.
No, I kind of prefer that, like, pronunciation instead of syllable. I kind of like that.
I do as well. It's interesting, but it's just so funny how he said it. For his example, he said, "If you get the wrong syllable, you can sound ridiculous."
Ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. That was it.
So here's something that I find really lame. I think we should change it instead of ridiculous or ridiculous. It should be ridicable. My reasoning for this is, think about it. If you say it, break the word down into what it is, it's ridiculous. So if you say it correctly, it's ridiculous. Instead of ridiculous, it's ridiculous. But if something is ridiculous, meaning that it's not ridiculable, doesn't that mean that it's good? Instead of you're sounding ridiculous, that means you don't have anything to ridicule about the way that person is saying. So it should be ridiculable or ridicable.
Yeah.
So why do I say ridiculous? Like, I'm going to say it in this way instead of ridiculous because just to give you a better idea, it's like you sound ridiculous. Like, that means you sound ridiculous. So we should say ridiculable or something.
We've essentially become teachers now, Edward.
Hey man, that's the best kind of stream to be. Educational and fun to watch.
Yes, I'm just going to try as well. We're talking about
unless you're one of those losers in the chat who just doesn't like education. In that case, like, why? It's like, hey man, like if they don't want to like learn about, you know, existing, then it's like, why would you want to live? I don't get people who like who want to live.
Hello, Craft. Welcome to the stream. I'm working on the Norland route. It's this thing. You might recognize it. You would have seen it at some point. And then down here, I'm just working on this kind of. It's like a town beside the railway line, and the railway crosses over at this bridge. This bridge would have been originally like a 2-track bridge at one point, but when the extension came along at the start of the 1990s to make it 4 tracks, they reinforced the bridge and made it double. But they built it to the same standards. So, you know, they built it to the same standards and design and made it look like it was all one bridge all along. So that's why you can see kind of seams in the bridge. So there you go. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm building the town that goes beside that.
Bridge seams. You know, this is kind of one that I'm gonna miss about TWA TRAINZ. Like, because this new Top Trains is going to be a lot more like a show. You know what I mean?
Instead of
like
just
like a program. This is more of like a podcast, and I kind of like that. You know?
yeah.
There's something about podcasts and shows that feel, I don't know. It's like shows are really nice when you just want to watch something that's structured and get straight to the point. But podcasts are kind of raw, and that's something that I kind of enjoy. Especially when it's live, because then the chat can, pop in.
I mean, it's not like we're going to be pre-recording every single little bit of the new show. We're still going to have it mostly live. It's just the main segment.
It'll be epic. I'm just saying that's something that I will kind of miss about TWA Trains. I'm not going to deny that Top Trains will be a billion times better, because it will be.
Yeah, I just thought I'd try something different because I've always wanted to do that, and yeah, I just had the idea of what if it was a railway related Top Gear, basically, and I want to do the idea before anyone else gets to it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. By the way, everybody, if you want to rip us off, you had best do it in under 2 months. So yeah, everybody, if you want to rip us off, and go for it. But
no.
we will find you. And by we, I mean I'll just pay someone to do it. And by I'll just pay somebody to do it, I mean I'll ask Dax to pay somebody to do it because I'm poor. I will ask Dax.
Dax is just like, I'll do this myself.
I will ask Dax really nicely to pay for an assassin, is what I mean.
Okay, and that's where we'll leave that conversation before it gets too dark.
Yeah, before the FBI gets called. Currently playing an FPS game.
Which is
a first-person shooter game. Weirdly enough, well, it's technically not a first-person shooter game, but it's like a military game. Weirdly enough, it's on Roblox, which Roblox is known for having some of the worst games like ever, but there are a couple that are surprisingly good quality. I mean, that are not train related, of course. And I swear that was not an ad for Roblox. Anyways, so some of the weirdest things, like, just not like interesting. I mean, some of them are kind of interesting, but just weird, like just downright weird. Strange country borders.
Like that one that town that's a part of two countries at the same time.
You mean Detroit?
No.
Wait, I've heard so many conflicting things, because I know Detroit is on a border with Canada, but is half the city really in Canada? Because I've kind of heard that from some places. But so is there like Detroit, Michigan? Because in America we know it as Detroit, Michigan, but in Canada, do you guys know it as Detroit, Ontario or something? Or wait, no, Ontario's not a province.
I don't know. You're better off asking Zane about that.
I should. All the Canadian viewers are going to get mad if I can't get this right. Alexa, what are all the provinces in Canada?
Okay, thank you for coming, Taj.
Is it Alberta? Wait a minute. Newfoundland joined Canada?
Edward confusion.
Wait, Newfoundland is part of Canada? Since when?
I
can't
remember.
Huh, okay. Seems legit. Did I know there was a time when Canada was like a bajillion different like colonies, like Australia?
Wait, what?
So there was a time when Canada was a bunch of different colonies.
Wasn't that the
Like
same thing for everything, really?
no, I mean, well, technically the 13 colonies were, but you know, it's weird because everybody thinks that the 13 colonies were like the ones who were like, oh yeah, we're a group now. But think about it, back then, like, who's to say that, you know, the north or the southern Canadian colonies wouldn't have rebelled? You know, they were all just colonies. Like, there was nothing significant about those original 13 until that damn rebellion. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
there was nothing
I
special
am
about
listening.
them.
I'm just trying to carefully align all these houses.
There were literally just 13 colonies. No, there were more than that in that group. It's just like those specific 13 were like, you know what? We're going to be stupid. I guarantee 95% of the people who lived in the 13 colonies did not have a first grade education. Yes, that's my way of calling George Washington a retard. I mean, he was. I love it. What kind of man? Look. Like, I get the whole moral thing, but what kind of man turns down a kingship?
George Washington.
Yeah, exactly. An idiot. A complete idiot.
Edward, I'm looking. Every single day. I'm looking forward to your History Channel more and more.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be so great.
You need to stop talking about how great it will be and actually get a move on with it.
Hey, okay, I can say the same thing for like 95% of your other projects.
Yes, but at least I've got them on hold.
Fair enough. My problem with it is I just don't know where to. It's one of those problems where you have so many ideas, you don't know where to start.
Well, start off with your rant about George Washington then.
Yeah, but then all the American viewers will get mad. But then if I talk about, you know, it's like if I talk about how France was actually not stupid for surrendering, all the British and German viewers will get mad. Then if I talk about how much Germany sucks, if I talk about how much Germany sucks, literally every single human on planet Earth will be very happy, except for the Germans. And I'll make the German people mad. It's like, where do I start? If I talk about how New Zealand should be a part of Australia, then New Zealand will be mad.
Well, who cares? You should have a go at Australia, because if the Australian people get mad, then who cares?
Good point.
It'd be like a good first experiment.
How much? Let's play. It's time to play. Which group of people can I piss off the most? I think I may do some sort of history. I was actually working on a World War II in a nutshell video. I may pick that back up and release that, because where better to start than just a quick little recap of World War II.
Yes, you should do that.
And then I think I may do something very controversial, but that's kind of what I wanted this channel to be. Not intentional controversy, but thought-provoking, you know? I think I may do a defense, hear me out, but I think I may do a defense of Germany. Not World War II Germany, obviously. There's no defending that. World War I Germany.
I mean, they did play football.
Like kind of how like I'm gonna do in a defense of France at some point. How like them surrendering in World War
In
I
defense of the French.
Yes, a defense of the French. Whoa. Oh. But yeah. I want to do a video about a French defense, a French defense.
In defense of the French. That's what you said you were going to call it.
Yeah, in defense of the French. Because their thing about them surrendering in World War II, everybody dunks on them for literally ever about how they surrendered in World War II when they literally couldn't. And surrendering was the best thing that their government could have done, and honestly was the most selfless thing they could have done. But I'm not going to get into it here, otherwise I would have just, defeated the purpose of my video, because people could just literally find my thoughts here.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, and also I don't have a good script, and I'll probably just start rambling like I usually do. If I don't have a script, I'll just start rambling, and nobody wants to hear me ramble. I mean, unless you do want to hear me ramble, but I'll get to that someday. Well,
this is a TRAINZ stream. I don't think anyone wants to.
Exactly. Although there is something that I just, well, not just thought of, but I have had in the back of my mind for about, well, I kind of had it in the middle of my mind for about 5 minutes, because it can't be in the back because I only thought of it 5 minutes ago, but it's not in the front because it's obviously not what I'm talking about. So it's in the middle of my mind for about 5 minutes now, and it was when I was mentioning the whole thing about how I kind of like the idea of a raw podcast on the History Channel. I'll do, because like I said, sometimes structured videos like with the script and stuff aren't for everyone. So maybe on the History Channel, I'll do a podcast every now and then about history and just talk about random historical things, or just.
I wouldn't mind joining you for that.
Or just, yeah, exactly. Because one person podcasts are lame. That it would be like if you were up for it, then. Because I think that'd be pretty fun idea.
It'd be like Top TRAINZ, but it's history.
Exactly. Historical, top history. Wait. Top
knowledge.
That's quite good, actually. Top knowledge. Top brain. Wait, no, that sucks.
Top brain. Sounds more like a zombies restaurant. Top brains.
Top brains. Tonight on Top Brains, insert zombie noises here. Nice. I was thinking more like, but all right.
No, it's the sound of chewing.
Yeah, I was just saying that's what I would envision. But you know what? Chewing works. Chewing works too.
I mean, it is a restaurant, so.
Fair enough. That's normally what you do at a restaurant, aside from
tonight on Top Brains' menu.
I don't know about you guys, but normally when I go to a restaurant, I eat food. Believe it or not, that's actually what I do at a restaurant.
Okay.
I know, right? You wouldn't think, but yeah, I didn't know this until a couple of days ago, but you're actually supposed to eat at a restaurant.
I mean, I know some people that walk in and just walk out straight again, so.
Nice. Walk in. My presence has been made, and then leave.
Just inform the locals that I exist.
When you walk into them, they're not waitress people, but they're like the people who walk around. You know what I mean? I don't know. For some reason, I think everything works differently in another country, but I don't know how it works in Britain. But they're the people who aren't the waiters, but they're not the check-in people. But they just literally walk in and they're like, "Would you like me to get a waiter for you or something?" And it's like, dude, if you're gonna ask me if you would like me to get a waiter, why wouldn't shouldn't the waiters just be the people who walk up and ask, "Would you like a table?"
Yeah, they're kind of like
But,
entry people. Like they welcome you in.
yeah, they're like the greeting people, but they're not the people who are at the front desk. They're literally like that's the word I was looking for. They're the welcoming committee. But the people who just walk in and walk out, they're like the welcoming committee is like, "Hello there, would you like me to get a waiter?" And then they're like, "No, no," or no. It's like all right. Would you like a water? No, no. Do you even want food? Nah. Well, why are you here, sir? All right, I think I'm gonna leave now.
Just confuse the person.
But the thing is, you don't even move. You just stand perfectly still, just to weird them out.
So you say you're gonna leave, and then you don't leave, and you just stand there.
Yeah, exactly. And then they walk away, and then 5 minutes later, out of nowhere, you just turn and walk out. But then you just stand outside the door for about 15 minutes. Then you finally get into your car. Then you stay there for an hour before you finally actually drive away.
God. I can see you doing that.
Oh, it probably would be me, just to see how, for no reason other than to see how the waiters would react. So, how about that airline food?
Well, actually, Emirates do serve quite a nice chicken curry.
I've only been on one plane. Well, technically 2 planes in my entire. Well, I've only been on one commercial airliner in my entire life, and they had pretzels.
That's just your typical American airline, Edward.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You would expect airline food to be really crappy, just because
Well, no, Emirates is breakfast because I've been on Emirates to go back to the UK, obviously. Their breakfasts are rubbish. I would not recommend their omelets at all. But their chicken curry is really, really nice. And for the whole 16-hour flight from here to Dubai, I just had chicken curry for breakfast, lunch, and tea.
Nice.
It does feel a bit weird at first because it's like, it's airplane food, but
Yeah.
after you finally get into it and realize, you know what, this isn't actually too bad. It really isn't.
Well, it was the first flight that I had ever been on, and I was expecting the food, especially the cheaper foods, to be like hospital food. And if you don't know, in America, hospital food tastes like rubbish. But the pretzels, I was expecting them to be really just taste bad and stale, but they were straight up the best pretzels I've ever had to this day. It's like, wow. And it's like, why is food on airplanes genuinely better than the food in the hospital?
Because airlines have a bigger budget and most of the time aren't government run.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, well, in America, the hospitals are privatized. It's like when you have hospital food,
That's another reason then. Privatized hospitals are just rubbish.
No, they're not. Okay, I don't want to open the can of free healthcare here, but I was literally just about to say when I have hospital food, it's like I would expect this from free healthcare, but not from privatized healthcare. Step up your game. Like this is something that I would expect from Canadian healthcare. And yes, that was a burn on Canada. I'm sorry, but
meanwhile, Zane's just watching the stream and joins just to yell at you.
he is. I think he is. He said something in the chat earlier, but whenever I have bad hospital food, it's like,
Hello,
come
Eddie.
on.
Welcome back.
I would expect this from Canada, but I would expect this from free healthcare, but not from private healthcare. Like, they need to step up their game. Hospital food is so bad. And here's the sad thing is, it used to be really good. That is according to my mother. Like, they used to have steak and pretzels and stuff. Now they have like Jello.
Jelly.
Yeah, like yeah. No, not jelly. Jello.
Jelly. Is there like a difference, or is it just that same?
Maybe it's a British thing, but in America, jelly is peanut butter and jelly, like peanut butter
Okay.
and jelly. And Jello is
Okay,
like
I'm never going to America then. I don't trust them.
And then Jello is like that see-through stuff,
Yeah, that's jelly.
Wait, they're both see-through. God, jelly is what you put on your sandwiches, and Jello is what you get in those little plastic circular cartons.
Okay, you completely lost me.
Wait, does Britain not have Jello?
Jelly.
Wait, so what does it look like? Is it like this?
It's like a transparent color depending on the flavor.
And then you eat it with a spoon?
Yes, and it's very wobbly if you shake it round.
Okay, yeah, you call that jelly? Interesting. In America, it's called Jello, and jelly is what you put on your sandwiches. Which obviously you have that in Britain, duh. All right, interesting. But yeah, they have, well, I guess as you would call it, they have jelly in the hospitals now, and I don't normally like getting. I think by the way that I am, my political views are very obvious. But I don't normally like getting political. But
and we won't go political on here because this is a train stream for people who want to watch me do this.
All right.
Speaking of, I'm going to do some running sessions soon, so feel free to start suggesting stuff.
I'll only go as far as this. The food got bad. The food got bad after the. Actually, one second. Let me do some research.
No, so anyway, while Edward's doing that, so yes, Craft, no, it's not that I don't trust you. When I say I don't trust them as in America, I mean, there are a select few people that are genuinely smart, such as yourself and Cameron, and I won't include Dax in this because he isn't smart. But, when I say America in general, I mean everybody who I don't know.
All right.
But just based upon what's happened. Okay, he's back.
I'm back. I will say this.
I tried to explain how when I say America is whatever I said when I said I don't trust them. I mean, I don't trust anyone I don't know specifically, just based upon how America is in general. So I trust Craft, I trust you, I trust
you basically hate you hate America, but you don't hate. It's kind of like how that one minister said in the European Union. You don't hate American people, but you hate America.
It's like that. I hate Australia, but I don't hate everybody in Australia.
Yeah. I understand, but I
even said there are genuinely quite a few smart people in America. I said, for example, Edward, yourself. I was talking to Craft. I said a few other people, who are in the chat in America, and I said I won't include Dax on this one because he isn't.
He's pretty stupid. He is pretty stupid. Dax is sorry, Dax, but like you're kind of an idiot. Well, okay, I have to say, this, contrary to popular belief, Dax really just enjoys pissing people off. If you, Dax and I, this is going to be an eye-opening interview that exposes the real personality of Flying Scott Films. But
Because everybody knows him as that super rich TRAINZ wooden railway person who decided that because I told him to go actually make some proper content, he made some proper content and became famous for it. And well, now I'm just kind of left in the dust.
yeah, but
and he didn't even credit me for the idea of actually doing proper content.
The truth is, the truth.
He's also very obnoxious, and he's very vain and self-centered.
Okay, he is all of those things, but at the end of the day, I mean, honestly, if you want to hear my true opinion on Dax, you can read my comment on his 1,000 subscriber special, or yeah. But I gotta say, most people on camera portray themselves smarter than they actually are. Dax does the exact opposite. Exactly. Dax genuinely is a very well-spoken, smart individual, and I'm not gonna say that he's not vain. He's vain and rude and very
obnoxious and self-centered.
Yes, he's very vain, self-centered, and obnoxious, but he's not an idiot.
He isn't smart, but he isn't an idiot.
Exactly. He's not smart, but he's not dumb. He's just Dax.
he has his own way to describe.
Oh yeah. We don't even when something is Daxable, we don't even Dax is in a league all of its own, so we just kind of use him as something to gauge other things by.
Okay, I got to Edward's comment. It says, "Well, I've got to say I couldn't really put it." Oh God, I just loaded up the extra section. You know, the bit where it gives you more to.
Yeah.
You know when it says the show more thing, and it just loaded up everything else you wrote. I thought it was just this tiny little thing that ended with Well, I've got to say I couldn't really put it ready better than Henry, but I'll do my best shot to get something equal. Dax, it has been a true honor to be your friend. I don't say it very often, but you are truly one of the two best friends that I've ever made in my life. I do apologize if sometimes I let it slide without telling you. It may be a little annoying sometimes, but overall, you are truly one of the greatest people I've ever met. Even in the darkest times, you break the tension with a joke. Whenever I'm getting a little too big in the head, you always pull me back down. So throughout almost 2.5 years knowing each other, I've watched you grow as a person, and it is a true honor that I have been able to assist you in that growth, and you have also assisted me with my own growth. You have become one of the 6 friends in my life, that 5, you mean, that I never want to lose, and one of my 2 friends that at this point I don't even know if I could live without. Through all our arguments and other squabbles, someday I asked myself why I remained friends with you, even though we've had so many good squabbles, arguments, disagreements. And I'll tell you why, because you're such a good friend and you have a good heart, and at the end of the day I consider you family, and family doesn't leave family, and I'm so proud and so happy to congratulate you on 1,000 subscribers. I can only imagine how excited you must be about this, because I'm nearly falling out my chair with happiness and excitement just typing this. I have faith and really believe you can be truly one of the greats in the fandom, and I know you have faith. Well, what am I trying to say with all of this? Well, I'll tell you. Who is Dax? Well, Dax is a man of great annoyance and even greater companionship. A man who wasn't blah, 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 blah. Most importantly, all of them, Dax is my friend Edward WK2. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. I was, well, at the end. And all Dax had to say was, you legitimately wrote a Bible. Why didn't you do that when I got to 1,000 subscribers? You just said congratulations.
Wait, you made 1,000 subscriber special?
No, but I made a comment on the community page.
Oh, I only did it because he had made a video. I didn't notice it yet. Sorry.
I wasn't able to make a video. I didn't have enough time.
I can make a Bible for you if you'd like. I have plenty to say about you as well.
No, I was only joking, but okay, sure. Crafty thinks that the fastest thing Ben could ever say in a stream. I can talk really quickly.
That was pretty fast.
No, I can go super fast. Hang on. If I go into the history of Norland chat. Hang on.
Lightning round.
There you go, Norland history chat. Let's read all of this history.
Oh God.
I'll just read this one section that I wrote most recently. Otherwise, I'll die of reading too fast. This abandoned loading warehouse is the only remnant of the old Claydale line, which closed in 1927 after the collapse of the tunnels east of Warwick Station. Due to the Great Depression, there wasn't enough money to afford the redigging and reconstruction of the tunnels. It only remained in service for another year for good services only before the farmers bought small lorries to transport their goods, and the line closed for good on the 21st of November 1928, with the rails being ripped up in December of that year. In 1995, after the formation of the Northern Heritage Railway, many railway lines were being connected into one, but the Claydale line remained derelict. Norland Rail had opened a electric power service into Claydale from its opposite end and were thinking of buying and reopening the Claydale branch.
Chat, tell me when he's done. I'm gonna go get some tea.
However, this plan did not go to fruition, and the Claydale to Hollands Green section was converted into a walking trail. In 1998, the NHR were looking to expand. They'd recently set their eyes upon restoring the Watergate line, but this was very costly and would take years. This restoration wouldn't happen until the mid-2000s. Instead, they looked east of Warwick and began to lay out plans to redig the tunnels. As the restoration began, another team began to relay the tracks between the two tunnels. In June of 1999, the tunnels were reopened and small goods trains were brought through them to the farmlands, where they began to relay the tracks along the embankment, which was being used as a road for farm vehicles. December 1999 soon came, and after 6 months of hard work, the NHR reached Glazebrook on the 15th, where a turntable was temporarily laid. On the 2nd of January 2000, the completed section of track was reopened, with the passenger services immediately bringing a profit. With more money available, they set back to work, and by June 2000, they had reached Hollands Green a year after they started restoration. After a bit of an argument, the NHR got their land back between Hollands Green and Claydale, and they immediately ripped up the walking trail and laid tracks down. December 2000 saw the restoration of the branch line complete. The end. So yes, there you go. That's I can probably even talk faster than that. So that's for anyone who knows. For anyone who knows me very well, I do read a lot of books, working in a library and all. I do read a lot of books. And the thing is, I can read, like in my English class, I read six novels, 6 over 300-page novels, well over 300-page novels, to in my English class during reading time. And there are some people in my English class who haven't even finished the first novel, which was the one that we were assigned. I was allowed to do free choice afterwards. So when I read out everything super fast just then, that's me. That's me in my head. That's me in my head. Like I just read super duper quickly, and I probably read quicker than that thinking about it. I don't actually record myself, not record myself, time myself. So it's kind of like a bit of a I just read fast, that's it kind of deal. So yeah, there you go. Some interesting trivia for you there. Crafty is just a little confused.
Oh, am I in?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. I have a quick question. Are you streaming today? Well,
Am I? I hadn't noticed.
So do you have school? Do you have school?
You just said, are you streaming today?
No, I asked why are you streaming today? Don't you have school?
Because it's the Easter weekend, and so we get 5 days off. We get Friday.
5 days off.
We get Friday, obviously the weekend, and then we get Monday and Tuesday off as well.
Well, we get Friday, which is tomorrow, and then we get that's it. So how have you been, Ben? How have you been?
Mostly tired. Did you hear how quickly I was reading everything out then?
Nope.
Oh, you missed it. Well, I'll just read out a portion of it quickly, so I don't have to read through the whole thing.
No,
again,
it's fine. You don't have. No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I'll just read this last little bit. As restoration began, another team began to relay the tracks between the two tunnels. In the June of 1999, the tunnels were reopened and small goods trains were brought through them to the farmlands, where they began to relay the tracks along the embankment, which was being used as a road for farm vehicles. December 1999 soon came, and after 6 months of hard work, the NHR reached Gradesburg on the 15th for a turntables temporary laid. On the 2nd of January 2000, the next section of track was reopened, with passenger services immediately beginning to profit with more money available. We set back to work about June 2000.
Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, is he still going?
Yes, he's been going for 10 minutes.
No, I finished.
No, he's been going. No, Pet, you ruined it.
No, I finished, but then no, Eddie, it was only a small paragraph.
But you were saying no, but it would have been amazing if Edward thought you had been talking like that for like 10 minutes.
No, but I finished about 10 seconds after you left, Edward, and then Eddie joined, and Eddie missed out on me, reading out super quickly. So I just decided to read another paragraph. So there you go.
Understandable.
Yeah, so how have you been, Edward?
Me? Well, 2 streams ago, I was having the best day of my life, and today has been the worst one I've had in a very long time.
Oh,
the universe has a good way of
doing young Thomas Wooden Railway then.
The universe has a very good way in my life, and probably most people's lives, of 1 minute you're riding high, the next you're on the ground. You know what I mean? When I was doing great, and then all of a sudden everything turned upside down.
Sometimes just by chance, you gotta pick yourself up and put yourself down.
Do you mind if I plug my stuff for a bit, for like 2 minutes?
Did you join literally just to advertise?
Knock yourself out, bro.
No, I need to confirm from Mr. Bossman.
I just asked you a question. I said, did you join just to advertise?
What question? I don't know any question. What do you mean?
You joined just.
I don't know. No, I don't know any questions.
What's the question? Alright, so is that a yay or an A? Hey, I asked you how you are. No one's done that today, Ben. No one's been that nice to you today, Ben. So I've done something.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Well, I've been working on the next season of Solar Origins, and I'm gonna put out a huge casting call soon. There, that's done. Advertising done.
Nice.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
I said it took you long enough. It's been about 2 years since the last episode came out.
Hey, I made a railway series book. It's fine. It's been 1 year actually. I remember like a week before it released, I was like, Ben, I don't have a voice actor, and you're like, okay.
Okay, great talk.
I don't have a voice actor for Roger and Clive. Help me!
But I did. I am.
No, I know.
And then you talked about getting rid of me.
No, in your comment section in 2019 on a season 6 episode, I was like, Ben, I don't have a voice actor. A voice act for me, please.
I'm just like, oh, okay.
I was like, what are the lines?
The younger version of you sound like your tongue is so large it's flapping around your mouth constantly while you speak.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, so you guys can audition. So since I've kicked out Ben for half of his characters that he does, because Ben is he's too good. I can't use all of his powers.
Then there's me, the narrator as well.
Wait, insert one of those Shaggy memes. I'm only using 1% of my power. Except with Ben, he's British, so he speaks like, I regretfully inform you that I'm only taking advantage of 0.001% of my abilities.
I kind of forced Ben to just not do a character.
Yeah, he told me off because I wanted to remain in my role as Clive and Roger. And then
Well-
he was going to recast the roles.
Yeah, I'm a mean person. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm gonna no. Roger's gonna be Roger's a different. Roger has some character. Is the development? I've given him
so
some character.
I get the one that doesn't get character
Hey,
development.
you said, okay, fine, I'll have Clive. You made that choice.
Yes, but you didn't say which one was going to be the interesting one.
Well, you didn't ask me to say that, so it's fine. Okay, so you guys can audition for like 20 characters. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay, I auditioned for Roger again.
Honestly, I'm gonna, since Cameron has just ditched me, I need an Edward voice actor, a Neil voice actor, and Glyn voice actor.
How much?
I will voice Neil because Zane deprived me of the chance to voice Neil.
No, but I want Neil to have a Scottish accent.
Yes, well, don't get Zane to do it.
I'm not letting Zane.
Like 15 minutes of one of the streams where we were making fun of Zane's bad Scottish accent.
But the thing is, Eddie, he told me off and said that he would voice Neil in Solar Stories of Chaos, and I said no, I am, and he said no, I am. So I was just like, oh, okay. So now I don't have a chance to voice Neil like I wanted to.
Well, can you do a good Scottish accent for like a Neil Scottish accent, not a Donald Window Scottish?
Neil's never had a speaking role, so it could literally be anything.
Yes, he had. No. In my series.
No, I meant like in general. Neil's
Yes,
never
he had
had
in the Railway series.
No, I meant like an actual audible
Well,
speaking.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I regretfully inform you that words on a piece of paper do not make sound.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
have you heard the Willie Russian narrations?
I can do the best.
Oh, you're bound for the wee railway.
Yeah, that was horrible. But,
wait, guys,
shut
considering words on paper do not make a sound,
So
I
you're
can do
bound
the
for
best
the
Neil
wee
impression
railway.
ever. Ready?
That's
Ready
not
for
iron.
this? Here's my Neil impression. It's great, isn't it?
It's the best railway series Neil.
you know, Dax made this tweet where he said he can't put Dax made a meme where he said, I can't put my Railway series book in my CD player. It's not working.
Well, you know, there are actually railway series audiobooks.
No, he was trying to put the book in. Like the physical book.
By the way,
we were just talking about how
I have $1 billion idea, and Christopher Audrey, I know you're not, but if you're watching this, please do this. I would love this. All the Railway series books, all 42 of them, put them on Audible, but have Christopher Audrey read through them.
I don't like Christopher Audrey and Audrey's narrations though. Like Chris never actually narrated anything.
I know. I'm just saying it would be so cool if you got the like one of the writers to chat. Come on. The all 42.
And he doesn't really have a good like voice. For some
Like,
characters, he
Christopher
doesn't
narrated.
need to have a good like he can't do a Scottish accent straight up.
I know. I'm just saying that it'd be cool to have the original actor, or not original actor, but
the original.
I mean, the original act. Okay.
The reason.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can't get the original author. Otherwise, like I said, the impression would just be silent with maybe a couple of cracking.
Okay, no,
The thing is, what's it called? Audrey's, you know, the original Audrey, Reverend Audrey. His narration for Edward's Day Out in 1952. That sounds so much like William Hartnell's First Doctor when he's saying goodbye to his grandmother.
And we also,
he says that Edward wanted to come out, and it's like in the thing he says goodbye, Susan, and everything. They sound so similar.
Now I have a question.
It's not like whatever you want to say about Christopher, whatever, or when it comes to his voice. But it's not exactly like we can ask Audrey to do it. He's a little busy being Ash.
Alright. So what are your guys' favorite Railway series narrators?
Whichever dude. I hate the first dude, but what was his name? The dude.
Johnny Morris. Johnny Morris?
Yes, his narration sucks.
I like
Well, the one where they go when the trucks go, when the coaches go.
Yeah. I like it. I love his like sound effects. They're so charming.
His only good character voice are the trucks, and then I hate. If you want to know how bad his narration is, I point you to the one scene where Gordon and Edward are climbing the hill. I can't. He literally sounds like they literally sound like they're talking through walkie-talkie.
So who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Oh, whoever the dude did it after him, like
Willie Russian.
Well, where he goes, the one where he says, "Boko was in the shed," like that kind of guy. Gordon,
the guy who did all the enterprising books.
Yeah, when he said Gordon. Yeah. Gordon one day was talking to one of these.
It's flying Scotsman.
I remember. Do you know the place? The station's called King's Cross. King's Cross.
I love that. There's this one time where he says "Boko" in the funniest way ever, and it's "Boko." And actually, I love that. I love his Boko voice so much that's what I now see Boko's voice as. Call me Boko. Hello there, I'm Boko.
I really like Ted Robbins. He narrated the Christopher books.
I haven't heard enough of his narration to formulate an opinion.
Like he does. There's some voices he needs to work on, but he nails most of them.
I listened through like maybe one of his books, but that was, one of his narrations. But it's been years. I'd have to rewatch.
Really, you just haven't seen the Chris Audrey books?
No, I just don't really listen to them as much because I prefer the classic stories from the first 11 books.
26.
Well, no. I meant the ones. Yes, the first 26, but I mean, my personal favorite stories are from the first 11 books.
I thought you didn't like the narration in those, though.
Yeah, they suck, but that doesn't mean
what.
But I still like their.
Okay,
story.
So you like the story, you just don't like the narration.
Exactly.
Okay, got you.
I'll put up with the bad narration for the good stories.
I love the books that have Johnny Morris narrations and Willie Rushton narrations, like Old Iron and Edward.
What we need to do is combine every single narrator's lines, pick our favorite. Yeah, and then put all of them together into one video. But they're all voicing different.
But I say we should even throw in the TV series narrators.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Throw in all the narrators.
George Carlin, Donald, and Douglas.
Are you seriously gonna give Pierce Brosnan a role?
No, God no. Yes. Anything but him. He's the one person we won't include.
He's the welcome, Stanley.
No, he's the one where he says, "Thomas, crept slowly forward."
Yeah, I will admit he does sound like he's whispering. Honestly,
I want to hear him sing "Racing to the Wharf." I want to hear him sing the "Racing to the Wharf."
Like David Attenborough trying to do a Michelangelo impression.
Two things. One, I love his. Two things. One, I still think it's really awesome that James Bond, narrated Thomas. That's pretty novel. But also, I like his narration, but at the same time, he literally sounds like he's recording it in a library, and if he talks any louder, the librarians will go, shh. It sounds like he's narrating the movie from
Ben, when you say Michelangelo, that means a lot of things. It's because I think you can't compare. You can't say season 3 Michelangelos and season 16 Michelangelos have the same voice.
Well, they don't.
Yeah. So what do you mean when you say nine? Yeah, you have to specify. What do you mean when
Michelangelo's narration got worse over the years. Unfortunately.
Okay, Ben? What do you mean? Season 3, season 4 narration?
No, that was
yeah.
Okay, so we have Willie Rushton, we have Johnny Morris, we have Ted Robbins, we have Michelangelos. We don't have Pierce Brosnan. We have Alec Baldwin, Ringo. We still have Mark Morgan. Do we want to include Mark Morgan?
At least get Stanley.
Do we want to include Mark Morgan? Mark Morgan.
He's just American Michelangelo.
Yeah, I don't think, is he American though?
No.
Yeah, he kind of sounds British.
Well, he kind of is, but he's more American. He sounds more American depending on.
Yeah, I always thought that for a long time I confused
Like, yeah, I used
Morgan
to
with
he's
Angela.
He's got a bit of an American voice to go towards it.
I don't know.
'Cause
It
it-
sounds really British to me.
Yeah, same.
Wait, no, I might be thinking of the wrong person here. Isn't Mark
Wait,
the
they're
one
really
from Angela?
no. Mark's the one. Season 14. No, season 13 to 21.
Hang on, let me search this up.
Mark Morgan. Is it Mark Morgan or Mark Morgan or something?
It's pronounced Mark Morgan, except it's spelled weird. It has an H somewhere.
Oh yeah, it's like Morgan. It's like Morgan with an H.
Morgahan.
Morgaham.
Morgahan. Oh, well, I'm gonna head out. I have class in 20 minutes. I have a class in 20 minutes.
Okay, yes, so I was right. He is.
It was a
I wasn't.
pleasure having you, homie.
Oh
Oh,
wait,
boy.
hang on a second. He was in London's Burning. That's where I recognise his face from. He was in London's Burning.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go.
So yes,
He
the
is
Thomas
British.
favorite live action shows. Okay, bye.
Okay, see you on Saturday.
See you tomorrow.
No, it's not tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Hello, everybody! Flying Scott Films here, back
What the
again.
hell?
I didn't ask for Dax to join the stream.
No, we did ask Dax, but we couldn't afford him, so we got the cheaper alternative.
The cheaper alternative.
All right, where's my $20?
Actually, wait, no. We wanted Dax, but we couldn't afford him, so we got his ex-wife.
Isn't he the ex-wife though? Anyway, hello, everybody. It is that one train guy here, back
I don't
with
know. As
another
far as I'm
custom
concerned, you're both women.
spotlight.
Zane, your spotlight was like. Hang on, let me check.
Your spotlight was 2 minutes. Your spotlight was
Your
like 2
spotlight
minutes
was your spotlight was an hour and 13 minutes ago. So too late. You'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Gordon.
Have we really been going for an hour and 30 minutes already?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Holy.
I've been watching you guys this entire time, by the way.
What? That's not how grenades are supposed to work.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, Edward. So let's continue our narrators discussion. So yeah, we need to do that one day where we just compile all the narrators, like the best voices from each narrator together to make one episode remake.
To make the
Dang,
cherry.
bro. Dang, bro. I didn't know we were just taking all of George Carlin's audio and putting it into a video.
No.
Okay, I admit.
I said we're taking the best narrators.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly, George
so
Carlin.
I'm not wrong.
George
No, I said we're
Carlin is
taking the
awesome.
best. I said we're taking the best bit from each narrator. That doesn't mean George Carlin's going to be doing the whole thing because he's not good at every single voice.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you
He is
sure
great
about
at
that?
most. Okay,
I'm
okay.
definitely voting Ringo Starr.
Unpopular opinion. Alec Baldwin, Bill and Ben.
Okay, I haven't heard him and do any narration whatsoever, but I definitely want Ringo Starr. I want Ringo Starr for Gordon and series 3 to 4.
What? Well, okay, Magdalene, or no, well, yeah, Ringo Starr, Gordon. Yeah, fair enough. It would almost feel so stupid.
Because I don't know. Should we do Ringo? Should we do Ringo or Michael for Thomas?
Michael.
Okay, that's settled
Michael for
then.
sure.
And the thing is, we should do Thomas
I'm a
and
great Western agent. I shouldn't have to shiver.
I'm a great Western agent from, well, whatever I am. America, I don't know.
Oh, God. I god, just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Oh god, remembering that one, Oliver.
I'm Oliver of the Great Western Engine.
Oh god, he was from Alabama.
What?
Oh, that Oliver was from Alabama. Jesus Christ.
I'm Oliver of the Great Western Engine, and I love riding the countryside with my brave red toad.
Yeah, he literally sounds like he's from Alabama, but he's retarded.
Hang on.
Actually, wait a
Hang on.
minute.
Hang on. With
Actually,
my
wait a
powerful
minute,
toad.
everybody. So yeah, he's everybody from
It's
Alabama.
called the Sheriff
By the way,
Oliver.
yes, I just took a shot at Alabama. Try me. What do you?
Hunting down the infamous S.T. Ruffy and his gang of ruffians.
Gang of ruffians.
No, oh yeah,
Nice.
Oliver.
What is he, Al Capone?
Oliver the Great Western Sheriff Engine and his deputy Toad, trying to hunt down trucks.
Duck the Great Depression engine.
Say, buddy, what's the matter? I don't know. I don't know why I'm in America, Oliver. And why have you got that accent? Never you mind, partner. You want to settle it
Yeah,
with me?
no. Wait. Your friend Oliver has been possessed. Has been possessed by George Washington. I love how everybody says George Washington was like the first American, even though he was literally born in Britain. Now that I think about it, who was the first person born in America after it declared independence? Because technically speaking, that would make them the first American. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to travel back in time and kill that person as a baby. Actually,
There you go. There you go. It is Martin Van Buren.
Seriously?
Oh wait, no, never mind. This person called Virginia Dare was born in 1587.
Oh, by the way, fun fact: the Habsburgs are still around. I just thought you'd find that funny.
The what?
The Habsburgs are still around.
Which is?
What? Come on, man. You're a history human. You know the Habsburgs.
No, I don't really study American history.
No. They're European.
Oh well, European history. I only focus on. I specialize in British history. Edward.
Yeah, Britain was like the one place where they didn't marry into. But yeah, the Habsburgs married into literally every single royal family to the point where they had to marry each other. It was a problem. That's where the whole,
It was a problem. Good job. I like how you
know the whole European stereotype about incest? Yeah, it came from them. They're the cause of the stereotype because they literally married each other. Like there was an issue. It was a huge issue. But yeah, they were on the. Basically, they're kind of part of the reason why Kaiser Wilhelm II, Tsar Nicholas, and King George V were all cousins.
Oh.
Things happen.
So just imagine being one of the children and you're just like, so who are you to me? Oh, I'm your auntie, but I'm also your mum, but I'm also your sister. But I'm also your cousin. Oh yeah, and I'm also your nana.
Oh yeah, it's like, could you imagine a Habsburg family reunion? Jesus Christ. Or like any family gathering. It's like a Christmas. So I know that there are these charts to help you find out who you're related to. Imagine that they would have to completely rework those charts for the Habsburgs. But I guess that's kind of the whole benefit of spreading like rabbits, because their family bloodline is still around today, and their longest, currently like their newest descendant, still has the last name von Habsburg.
Huh.
Skyrider says SSOC iOS stage 1 uses a different track that I don't have. Is it the mainline track or is it like a branch track? Because you'll have to explain so I can tell you. Also, why did you
It's a-
download stage 1? Stage 1's rubbish. To everyone except, well, to me, well, no, it's, well, basically except Zane. To everyone on the iOS, everyone in TWA TRAINZ staff except for Zane doesn't like the iOS because it's rubbish. And Zane likes it because it's under detail.
Weirdo.
Hey, it makes the downloading assets easier.
It makes downloading assets easier because it's under detailed. Yes, I feel better. I feel much better about that situation.
I mean, can't say I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm going to just jam pack this route so much for
Hold up,
assets.
wait a minute. This
It'll
is
take you
gonna
years.
sound like an incredibly retarded question, but what's the Queen's last name?
Oh, what's it called? It's not York. It's something else.
Come to think of it, what are any of the royals' last names? Is it named after their house? Like, is her last name Windsor? Or Windsor?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, something like that.
What the?
Here,
Well,
I'll check.
in that case, I understand why she just wants to be called Your Majesty. Jesus. Like, Jesus Christ. Imagine having to sign her full name on a document. My God.
Oh,
And this kid is why I just call her Queenie.
yeah, so I definitely think it's something along those lines.
Jesus, that's almost as bad as my original name. Wow, these people don't know how to aim.
Okay. Okay, good. We've gotten 3 more baseboards detailed now, so that's quite good. I think if I keep just putting farms everywhere, the NHR route will be finished by definitely before December. So who's going to search it up and tell me if I'm right?
I will in a moment.
Okay.
So, when I was a very young child, I really liked monster trucks. And my favorite one was this really famous one called the Gravedigger. And it was really cool.
That was my favorite as a child, too.
Yeah, it was like just the coolest one.
It's just every American child into monster trucks.
Huh?
No, I was only into it for like one.
I was into Lego and well, basically going to the station platform and watching A4 Pacific's race by.
Sir, you are not the only one seeing that, or well, for Legos at least, train platforms that can really go there because, well, I live in a more industrial section. We don't really have those types of, we don't have station platforms.
You'd think that industrialism would have a lot of railways.
Oh, it does, but it's only for goods.
Well, why don't they? This is what I don't get about anything on that side of the planet.
North American railway systems. Jesus Christ! Yeah,
American and Canadian stations, photos that I've seen, are tiny little buildings with no platforms in the middle of nowhere, and they expect 50 coach trains to be able to stop there.
All right, I'm about to put in chat. This is the Queen's full name. Jesus. Then I'm also going to put right afterwards, this is what I call her. There's her full name.
Give me a minute.
Yes, I was right. I was right. See?
You were
I
right.
was.
Then that's what I call her.
Not to be confused with the car called Queenie in David Williams' book Bad Dad.
What? Is that a famous
So-
British novel that I'm not getting a reference to?
No, search up David Williams' Bad Dad name of car, and it will tell you that it's Queenie.
Oh wait, yeah. You told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally after the Queen, wasn't it?
Yeah, named after the Queen. So, what's everyone going to be doing after the stream?
Me? I have literally nothing to do other than cry about my own misery. You?
I mean, we could start recording the first episode of TRAINZ.
Hey, I'd be up for that.
But that depends if Cameron. That depends if Cameron is around.
Edward,
Hey,
get on
that
CDR
sounds good.
or get on Take on Silver right now.
Why?
Diesel 10's hidden around the map, but only for today.
I know.
We gotta find him
Why though? He's fat and not gonna lie,
because he
kinda
can
ugly.
kill people like you, though.
What?
Yeah, he can kill things with Pinchy.
That's lame. Well, not lame. It's weird. Why? Well, I guess it kind of makes sense, but like.
He could be anywhere he can. He could be.
Hang
What?
on. Skyrider says, "How does Ben know?"
Know about what?
About the Queen's last name.
Oh, obviously, because he met the
Oh
Queen
my
at
God!
Sodor.
You're right. He must be the Queen in disguise.
No, it's
No,
just
he obviously
common.
met the
It was
King
a
when the
quiz.
Queen
Okay,
Sodor.
it was in a general knowledge quiz at my school in England, and yeah.
That's what they all say. My mom, maybe my mom was right when she first heard you. She said that your voice sounded very feminine.
Oof.
Maybe she was right. And
Oh,
I
by
told
the
her
way,
it
are
was
you
crazy.
guys-
You very obvious.
Yes, it is I, your majesty. You found me.
Nice Queen
Have
impression.
Have you
It's rubbish.
seen? No, have you seen what's it called? The Queen's speech.
For
This-
Christmas?
Yeah,
Of course. I watch her
the one
speeches
where
every
she's dancing in it.
Yes. Wait. She danced?
Yeah, she danced in the Christmas speech.
I may have to rewatch it because I don't remember her dancing. But that was.
Hang
that
on,
must
I'll
have been
go
hilarious.
find it. I know it's on YouTube.
Because I did watch it. But that sounds beautiful. What was she doing? Like, was the Queen default dancing on all of the anti-imperialist haters? Okay, we need that now. We need.
Hang on,
we
have
need
a
make
listen.
Joseph's speech.
Have a listen to this.
What do you see?
Oh no, it's an advertisement. Hang on.
What do you see? I see dead children.
I see Australia outside. It's a bit disappointing, really.
Well, that's why
Well,
I'm doing it, man.
Okay, here we go. Have a listen.
For nearly 70 years, I have kept a tradition of speaking to you at Christmas. But on the BBC, I haven't always been able to speak plainly and from the heart.
Why does
So
your
I'm
voice
grateful
sound so?
to Channel 4 for giving me the opportunity to say whatever I like without anyone putting words in my mouth. If there is a theme to my message today, it is trust. Trust in what is genuine and what is not. 2020 has been a challenging year for us all. A year when most of you, thanks to toilet roll shortages, have finally understood how it feels to have a predicament on the throne. One thing that has
Okay, this
sustained
is not. Oh,
is our families, which is why I was so saddened by the departure of Harry and Meghan. There are few things more hurtful than someone telling you they
screw
prefer the
them.
company
I don't like
they
them.
did.
They're bad. Wait,
Edward,
what did you say?
She said there is nothing more hurtful than one of your family members telling you there is that they prefer the company of Canadians.
Oh, that's so true.
I have my beloved Andrew close by. It seems unlikely he'll be heading to North America anytime soon. 2020 has also been a year of heroes.
I mean, at least
brave
it was somebody.
and
Wait, was it? Wait, isn't Meghan
Many
Markle
of
American?
whom were forced to take incredible risks, like treating Boris Johnson, knowing at any time, as a result, they too
Hey
would
man, Joris
become.
Bonson's a good PM.
Huh?
I love Joris Bonson.
Joris. Good job.
Glad the queen
Yeah,
doesn't.
Joris Bonson.
Hang on. I'm going to put it in the chat so you can all watch it after the stream.
Joris Bonson is like British Donald Trump, but you know, not a disrespectful prick.
When you realize that
He's like Margaret Thatcher.
you realize the queen doesn't like people like Trump, right?
Technology helped tackle the challenges
I
we
know,
face.
but he's like Margaret Thatcher
I
part 2.
agree with you. When I wasn't settling down with my husband to Netflix and Phil, as I like to call it, I was perfecting my moves.
Netflix and chill.
In fact, there's something I'm rather excited to share with you all. I'm under strict orders from Philip not to, but as he's nodded off in front of Home Alone 2, would you mind awfully? You'll have to move that camera back. Everyone ready?
Now that I've mentioned it, I truly want a video of the Queen default dancing.
Do, 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 do.
That'd be the best meme. That would just turn into the biggest meme ever.
If that doesn't get me on Strictly, I don't know what will. Thank you. So much of our world today comes to us through these screens. Which brings me back to that question of trust, of whether what we see and hear is always as it seems. On behalf of myself, your Queen, and all at Channel 4, I trust you will have the very merriest of Merry Christmases.
Thank you, Queenie. Fake Queenie. But yeah, what I mean by that is like that was a bad description. Boris Johnson's like Margaret Thatcher again. And I feel like everybody here should know who Margaret Thatcher is.
Well, yeah.
No.
She was such a legend. I'm very sad that she died. Wait, I just realized. If Margaret Thatcher was the continuation of Winston Churchill and Joris Bonson is the continuation of Margaret Thatcher, does that mean... Nah. Yeah, I mean, it's just with society. I will admit that they've gotten worse and worse, as with all things. Because Winston Churchill was good, Margaret Thatcher was also good, and Boris Johnson is an ever so slight decrease in quality. But that's just in trend with society. You know what I mean?
It sounds more like the story of Thomas on television. He's just a decrease in quality.
Exactly.
Good decreasing quality. Next, we're going to get a CGI prime minister.
Yes, that's what I'd call it. I'd say the Winston Churchill is, the Railway series, or at least Winston Churchill's the first 26 books.
No, hang on. No, the guy before him, whatever his name was again. That one guy for Winston.
Was that his name?
The guy that nobody remembers because he went to Germany to do a peace treaty and failed.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, well, he's basically like William Middleton's original illustrations. Then we have...
About the dude before Joris, but were you talking about the dude before Joris, or...
No, the before Winston. I just said that.
Oh, Chamberlain.
Yes, Neville. Yeah, so Neville Chamberlain. He's William Middleton's rubbish illustrations, right? Winston Churchill is the complete Railway series works and all its writing and everything. And then Margaret's just like, the hit reboot. And then Boris Johnson's like the very early.
Margaret Thatcher's good. I'd say here's how I would rank it.
I'm disappointed in you, Edward. Nobody in my family or anyone in our town back in England likes her.
Like, really?
Disappointed in Edward. Edward tries to call himself a Brit, also loves a person that every Brit hates.
But she was such a legend. She defended the Falklands from Argentina.
Have you noticed how much what's it called? Margaret Thatcher, how much she looks like Queen Elizabeth I?
Yes.
Oh. Well, hey, Edward, I found where the new Big Mickey is.
Where?
Knapford Harbor.
Oh.
We completely forgot about the Big Mickey at Knapford Harbor.
I mean, I checked. It wasn't the updated one, but I guess he updated it.
I mean, to be fair, he's hidden Diesel 10 somewhere around the map, so...
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Queen Elizabeth. Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play. Episode 3. So today, I will be continuing my efforts to make a complete one-to-one scale replica of Buckingham Palace in Minecraft. And then afterwards, I will probably attempt to kill or slay the Ender Dragon.
Watching Queen Elizabeth play Minecraft definitely would be something I'd watch.
Oh yeah, I want the Queen to make a gaming channel. That would be hilarious. What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Queenie, back again for another Minecraft Let's Play.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Queen Elizabeth II, here to play.
What is
Here with you to play
You
Fortnite.
sound so
Hey, what are you
masculine. You
doing?
sound so masculine.
Damn it, I'm too masculine. I'm
Is
too
that
masculine.
King,
Sorry, Edward.
Is that King Elizabeth?
I guess I'm too masculine. You do her voice perfectly, though,
Alternate
Edward.
universe, Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, mine's actually a bit too high. Hello, I'm Queen Elizabeth. Oh, no, that's shit. Hello there. It's me.
Hello, everyone.
Queen Elizabeth.
Lights, not
back
film
again.
here. For another review.
Hello, everybody. Flying Scott Films here. Welcome back to another custom Smart Light. Hello, everybody. Queenie Scott Films. Wait. Flying Brit Films. Yeah, there you go. Wait, Flying Queen Films. Flying Queen Films. Hello, everybody. Flying Queen Films. Back for another custom showcase. Today, I will be showcasing my.
So today I will be showcasing the Royal Engine, complete with Queen Victoria's coaches.
Exactly. I will be showcasing the Trackmaster Duchess. Overall, personally, I think the model is complete dog shit. Thank you all for listening to my review. Good day. Actually, wait. Hello, everybody. Flying Queen Films here, back for another review. Today, we will be reviewing the Trackmaster redesigned Duchess. So, overall, the model's complete shit because it's Trackmaster redesigned. Go back to classic Trackmaster. This is
No,
Queenie
go back to
signing
Tommy.
off.
Go back to the Tommy era.
Go back to the Tommy age. This has been Queen Elizabeth. Actually, wait, no. The toys have been decreasing in quality ever since my youth, back in 2874 BC. And now we are at the stage where we are at Trackmaster redesign. I personally believe that the best age was the Tommy era, and that we need to go back to that. Not without further ado, but thank you all for watching my latest review, and this is Queen Elizabeth II signing off. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Margaret Thatcher's a legend. She brought the empire out of its dark age, like after World War II when the empire was rebuilding and it was kind of struggling.
When you say that she was the best, but every single Brit disagrees with you.
But it's true. She actually did bring the empire.
Edward, you're thinking of it from an outside perspective because America wasn't affected by any of it.
Yes,
Literally, Edward. Both people who are part of the British Empire are telling you, no, she sucks.
You don't even know her. Yeah, you literally didn't even know her until a couple of seconds ago.
I remember now, she sucks.
You are so disconnected from the British Empire, man.
She can bite my shiny metal.
Why do you hate her so much?
Because she sucks.
What did she do exactly? What? Actually, you know what? Actually, yeah. Name something that she did.
I don't know. I just heard it from Dad.
Well, she's bad.
Zane, name something that she did then.
Exist.
Yes, that's one of them.
Oh, yep. That's why everybody hates her. She was born. She had the audacity to breathe.
Yes.
They don't call her the Iron Lady for no reason, for nothing.
Well, we melted her alive. Next question. The American who's trying to be the Brit. Both people from the British Empire are roasted.
You don't even know. Zane, you can't even name what she did.
She breathed, Edward.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
name something for real though.
Quick roast coming in 3, 2, 1. Whiteboard, and much he shares a lot with you.
What?
He shares a lot of things with you. Simple as.
Yeah,
Like
well,
breathing.
on Sodor 1937, I am too, so, you know.
And she was too much like a Texan.
What?
I think we
nobody
get...
else in Texas. But nobody else in Texas is like me, and it sucks. Well, kind of.
Because they're all good shooting riflemen.
Yeah, that's true. But nobody actually has a southern accent here. That's an Alabama thing. Except for my dad. Dad is like the only one. Like, I'm honestly convinced that he was born in Alabama.
You should ask him.
I don't even know how he got the accent either. It must have been something that my grandpa had, because my grandma has no accent. But yeah, my uncle also has it, and it's weird. But my grandma doesn't have an accent, and it's so lame. Well, not lame. Like, it's good because that accent is stupid. But what I mean is, like, it's I don't get how my dad has it as an accent. It doesn't make sense. It honestly doesn't make sense to me, but.
Okay, Steam on Soda said, what do you guys use for this besides TRAINZ?
What do you guys use for what? What do you mean?
No, he says this. He says, what do you guys use for this? And then besides TRAINZ, obviously.
You mean how are we streaming right now?
You may or may not want to look up or look at the top right corner.
Yeah, it may disappoint. Or well, it may not disappoint, actually. It will not disappoint you.
A tugboat, for their size, are the most powerful vehicle to float.
Tugboats, as they're alive, are very fat.
Oh,
The tugboat,
I'm able to do a Dax impression. You want to hear it? Tell that joke again?
The tugboats, for their tug, are the tuggiest tugs on the tuggiest.
No, tell the other joke, the one before.
Are you even
Edward, tell the joke.
Steam on Soda says, I wondered if you use Discord.
Yes.
What?
I wonder what's in the corner. Whiteboard, but what's in that corner?
You can't live stream to the channel on Discord.
Yeah.
Wish.
Casual rest in peace to Hangouts on Air. The world's
Whiteboard, but I do miss it. I was on so many streams that day. If you want to play what I'm talking about, go to the Great List
streams.
Yeah. There was Train Turtles that I joined, Renee's Productions, and Cameron's, and I believe Dax's.
Renee Productions. I remember that guy. He was a guy.
If that's the only thing you can remember about him, that's a bit sad.
I would honestly rather not do. I'm just saying. I was just trying to not be controversial, but the less we say about him, the better. That can kind of give you an idea about him.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Flying Scott Films here, back again with another custom spotlight. Today we have your mom.
Nice.
Come on, let's be honest. That's definitely, if that's Dax's April Fool's video, that if he actually made one and it wasn't lazy today, that'd be it.
Welcome back to a custom showcase of your mom.
Wait, no, imagine if Dax actually did a proper, really, really, really good custom showcase and said April Fool's at the end.
He did his Green Arrow one.
He hates it.
No, I meant like for April Fools. Like if he did an actual really good custom showcase and said he was going to keep with that, and then didn't, and then doesn't.
His custom, he did make a really good custom showcase. It was like great. I like his Green Arrow and Timothy.
Wait for him, but he hates that model now, and he wants to shoot it.
Which one?
The Green Arrow,
Why does he hate it?
because that's all the reason I'm giving you.
Great.
First, oh come on, Edward, you missed. You were supposed to say fair enough
Why?
because I said because.
Oh. Why fair enough, though, of all the things to say?
Have you forgotten? It's actually super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, fair enough.
How you went from oh fair enough.
Oh,
Hey, Gordon Hill, you're actually doing it.
Gordina's Hill. Guys, it's not Gordon's Hill. It's Gordina.
Oh no, Mattel was finally able to kill Gordon.
I actually had a dream last night. So you know that really crappy female Ghostbusters movie that was made by Sony a couple of years back? Where they made all the Ghostbusters women and everyone hated it.
I'm looking forward to the new one that's coming out.
But yeah,
That's gonna be good.
You guys remember how much everybody hated that movie?
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a dream that they did the same thing but with Scooby-Doo.
Oh no.
What, did they make the two girl characters boys?
No, it's just everyone was a woman, including Scooby.
Scuba Doo, where are you?
Scuba.
Yeah.
Scuba diving.
Scooba-Doo, the underwater. Yeah, I was literally about to say Scooba-Doo, the underwater dog.
Scuba Doo.
Shagina?
No.
Shagina.
Frankie?
Shaggus? Or wait, Shagetta?
Yeah, Shaggy. And
Shagetta.
Fred would be Frankie. What if I told you yeet?
Double kill, like your family.
That works.
By the way, that would be the best. That would be literally the best insult for Batman if you're playing a video game with him. You kill Batman, then kill like Robin, like when they were playing video games. Then just double kill, like your parents.
Oh. I think that's just the one. I think that's the only. I think that's the only thing you can do to get on his naughty list to the point where he'll just hunt you down.
His naughty list.
Batman's now Santa Claus, confirmed.
He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's worthy of a snapping neck and not.
Oh, give me a second.
Batman is coming to kill you.
Make it into a musical. I don't want a lot for Christmas. Why are we singing Christmas songs at not even midway through the year? Why are we singing Christmas songs at Easter? Okay, for some reason, TRAINZ is oh, okay. TRAINZ is being a bit of a laggy thing right now. Must be all the farmland I'm putting down. Edward, are you there? Okay, well, both Edward and Zane are gone, so... And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. Yeah, I think we actually have to do this because if we don't end right now, we're not going to have enough time. We're not going to have enough streaming limit to do a stream tomorrow. So now that they've left, on that bombshell, it's time to end. You can find me in the fan server after. I'll be there for about 20 minutes to answer any questions. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.